Hello everyone, it's OG from OG Scale Models, here to give you an update on the AMT 1969 442 W30. Been working on it pretty heavy this week. So far, this is what I got. Um, Turned out pretty nice for so far. Um, let's go ahead and peel the body off of it. Might have just broke it. Nope. Good. Didn't break it. Here's the interior tub. It's painted flat black testers. Um, I did detail the dash a little bit with white and silver pencils. Did that. Uh, Detailed the door panels with the silver pencil and things. When I say silver pencils, here's what I use, guys. A lot of people, they use Sharpies, pencils, whatever. I use these. They're made by Prismacolor. Prismacolor Premiered. This is what I use, and this is just the Rose Art white. But usually I use these type of pencils. Prismacolor's the best. I got another white one in there, and I got a black one, and things like that for different type of things, from logos to whatever. But that's what I used on the interior. A little bit of the white and some silver. And did the interior. Turned out pretty nice. Here's the good part. The chassis, it was painted flat black. The rear tires, the wheels come with the kit. Okay. I'll show those to you real quick. The front tires are the wide oval Firestones that come with the kit. The rear tires are 3D printed Mickey Thompson DOT street drag radials. As I was saying, the chassis painted flat black. The suspension parts are painted gloss black. All this is testers, guys. The exhaust is painted flat aluminum with panel liner on it for detail. Also, I didn't put the tailpipes on this car, so I cut them off at the mufflers and drilled out the muffler so it looks like it's an open chamber, and I detailed it with panel liner also. The transmission is flat steel. Starter is flat black. The engine is painted gold. I built a distributor for it and wired it. The carburetor, it just looked like a piece of plastic, basically, square plastic. So I was like, nah, that ain't gonna work. So I looked through my resin stuff, and I had a couple carburetors, but they didn't look. The only ones I like is the Dominators, and I was like, nah, not on this car. So I took the carburetor, and what I did was I drilled out the top to make the ventricles. I can't say it, but anyway, I did that, and I drilled the front for a fuel line. I drilled the other side for the throttle linkage. It's just a standard Rochester carburetor, but you got to watch some of them Rochester Quadrajet carburetors, because some of them was rated for 950 CFM. That's a lot of carburetor, man, especially the ones that come on old Mopars and things like that. But that's a GM Rochester there. So anyway, did that, plumbed it. Radiators flat black. The covers flat black, radiator hoses are flat black. Other than that, it turned out pretty nice. I really couldn't find nothing I didn't really like about this model, except for, like I said, the carburetor. I wish it had a little more detail and things like that. Also, I drilled the rear hubs out and I sleeved them so I could slide them up over the axle in the back to get more room out here. So, because these 3D printed street slicks are a little bit wider than the ones that come with the kit. So, but that's done. Turned out really, really nice. I think it did. Like I said, a little bit more detailing on that. I haven't decided whether I'm going to run the ram air on it or just stick a regular air cleaner yet. I haven't decided. So as for the body, I'll be working on it later tonight and hopefully get it painted by the end of this weekend. That way I can get a completed video of it being completed on here by Monday. I went to the hobby shop the other day and I was looking at the paints and things, and I picked out this gold. It's called Titanium Gold TS87 by Tamiya. Okay. I really like the Herstols and the gold and the white with the white stripes, or they made the white ones with the gold stripes. Either one looked good. I had a 79 Olds Herstols that was white with the gold stripes and everything, and it's the one that got away, guys. I should have kept it, but anyway, things come along and you have to do what you got to do. You know. But anyway, yeah, that's the collar scheme I'm thinking about. Haven't really fully decided yet. The body's really clean on this kit. Not a lot of flash. I mean, there's a little bit here and there, but nothing major. Of course, I got to remove the roof pieces here to keep the roof from collapsing, and cleaning up a little bit. But other than that, it looks like it's pretty well ready to go. All I gotta do is wash it, primer it, and paint it, or whatever I need to do. The firewall's done. I got a little bit of detailing to do on it with the Sharpie probably. And the brake booster's done. The battery, I painted it green as an interstate battery. What else is going on? I want to talk to you guys a little bit. This is it's not off subject, but it is about model cars and things. I've been building model cars since I was 7, around that age, 6 or 7, and I really enjoyed doing it. What got me thinking about things was when I was at the hobby shop the other day. This hobby shop, I've been going to this hobby shop since 1988. Okay, I am 53 years old. I just turned 53 this month. It just bites my butt how expensive everything has gotten in the hobby. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, this is how much I paid for this paint. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let it focus. That's how much I paid for this small can of paint. It's no bigger than the tester cans that we used to get. We still get. I still use testers, spray paints. But another thing is, I don't know if I'm going to decant this and shoot it through an airbrush or shoot it through the can yet. So it's iffy. But anyway, back to the subject. Uh, okay, that was the first thing that bothered me, the price of paints. I'm like, it's paint, you know? And I know a lot of other guys, uh, they just roll with it. They don't care. They'll pay whatever, just to get their models done or whatever. But it kind of bothers me because I'm on a budget and I cannot keep paying, you know, $12 a can for a can of paint like this. And it might do maybe 2 models, maybe 3 models if you stretch it out than the code is. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But um it just bothers me. And then glue. Okay. I know everybody frowns about other people still using the orange tube of glue. Well, guess what? I still use the orange tube of glue testers. Okay. It's not as good as what it used to be years and years ago, but it does work. It just time consuming, it takes its time. I use all different types of glues, don't get me wrong, but the type of glue that I like using is either Bondine, or I'll use Tamiya extra thin, or I'll use CA glue. I even use Dollar General super glue, Duro. I use that. That's my favorite super glue, because I can spray it with some activator and it's done. I don't have to worry about it. But it just bothers me that prices keep going up and up and up. And I think to myself, are they just milking people or what's going on? And okay, that bothered me. Okay. So I just said, well, everybody's got to get a chunk of the pie, I guess, you know. So I just went on thinking about something else. Well, after I picked out my paints and everything that I was picking up, flat black, and I wanted to get some type of paint for this Oldsmobile, I got it. Now, let me remind you, this hobby shop has been around for a long, long time. Like I said, I just started going there when my dad retired and we moved down south, and I've been going there since 1988, 89, somewhere around in there. Okay. This hobby shop always dealt in trains, slot cars, and models. And when I say models, I mean all different types of models, from train models to airplanes, World War II military models, Gundams, automotive, trucks, cars, everything. Okay, I'm talking everything. Okay, all different companies, all different types of companies. What bothered me the most was I usually go in there, get what I need, and then I go to the model section and look at the models that they got. And usually they have, you know, I'm talking about model kits, man. I'm talking like 300 or 400 model kits. Okay, like 4 or 5 big rows of model kits. Okay, and so I was expecting that, to come around the corner from the paints and seeing that. Because like I said, I'm looking at the paints and the glues and the other things that involve, assembly and this and that, kind of had me bummed out, the prices of them. So I knew that would lighten my day up if I went and looked at the models. So that's what I did. I went around the corner, and no, it didn't end up that way. I looked and I was like, oh my God, what happened to all the model kits? I'm talking about like 20-foot rows, okay, lengthwise, 6 foot high, nothing but model kits on it. Used to have them. Now they're down to one row on each side, 20 foot long. They may have had maybe 50 model kits, 40 or 50 model kits. I was shocked. Even even my wife noticed. She was like, "What happened to all the model kits?" I was like, "I don't know. Did they have a sale or something? Or are they getting rid of the model kits, period? Or what's going on here?" It was kind of disappointing to me because I was used to seeing, you know, I don't know. I might make another trip down there this month and see if it's any different. But it was just heartbreaking. I was like, man, what's. Have you ever just sat back and thought about what's coming what is going on with the hobby? Is everybody so caught up in everything else in their life that they don't like doing the hobby no more, or they just don't care about the hobby no more? I'm sorry, but the I look at it like this. This hobby of building model cars has gotten me through a lot of hard times, medically, physically, mentally, and everything else. Uh, there's been times I really haven't felt good or anything like that, which is most of the time. Most of the time, I don't feel good. Uh, I'll come down here and start working on a model, and I'll actually start feeling better, a little bit better. You know, I I keep stressing this. Everybody that wants to talk to me about models and stuff, I talk to them and stuff, and they've pointed it out too. They cannot get kids involved with doing the hobby. And I'm like, why is that? When I was a kid, I don't know if it's different generations or what's going on. My three boys and my daughter, they all know the concept of an automobile, how to build it, how to work on them. I mean, they all know how to build model car kits. I mean, I don't know. I took the time and taught my kids that and stuff because I'm just so scared that they're going to grow up. Well, all of them's of age now, but at the time I was so scared that they was going to grow up and they wouldn't know how to work on a car or, you know, or anything like that. Uh, I guess what I'm saying is, please try to keep stressing the hobby on the kids and everything. You never know. I mean, a kid might pick up a model kit and fall in love, and that's just another award, you know, toward them and you for getting them started in a hobby that might not be around in years to come, you know. I sure hope it is. I know I'm pretty fortunate. I have bought and collected model kits for years, and I'm pretty fortunate. There's no way I could possibly build all the model kits that I have, and that's the honest to God truth. I would like to build, build a bunch more model kits, which I'm sure I'm going to, but I'll never be able to build my full collection. No, never. Not in the rest of my lifetime. But it was heartbreaking seeing that. I was like, wow, you know. I don't know. Now, I did notice at the hobby shop that I was at has gotten into more of the RC stuff and this and that. And I like radio controlled stuff. Don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, I had a couple gas powered cars, and um, when I was in my 20s, I had a couple radio controlled monster trucks, and um, I had a gas powered uh, car also, and radio controlled car, gas powered, and I like that stuff. And I do collect older stuff like Hawks and Aurora, you know, radio controlled stuff by those companies and things like that. Um, because I had that stuff when I was younger and growing up, you know. But I just I hope and pray the hobby stays around for a long, long time. That's all I'm going to say about it. I mean, I can't, and I'm going to keep stressing to anybody that asks me about building models or anything like that. I'm going to tell them straight up: get you a model kit, get you some paints, get you some glue, and build it. And then you tell me if you like it or not. I can't change no one's mind for them. Only they can, decide whether or not it's something they want to do. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. All my subscribers and everything, friends, family that subscribe to me and this and that. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. OG Scale Models, YouTube, um, and like my channel and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's what I was wanting to talk about and touch base with you on the 69 442. I'm going to get off here. You guys have a nice evening, and I'll get back onto this thing and hopefully have it done, completed, all assembled and everything ready to rock and roll, hopefully by Sunday evening, Monday. And I'll get a video on here of the completed car. All right, guys, you guys take care, stay blessed, on to the next.